Yeah.
Mango.
So excited.
Torn apart.
Monster.
Hi
Hey
guys.
guys, welcome back to Crispy Life. I know it's been a while since we've vlogged.
It's been a really long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, so I do apologise for that. We have been busy getting a new job.
Well, it's been Christmas as well.
Christmas,
Yeah,
my
you started
birthday,
it.
yeah. So we've had quite a lot going on, and also we're due to move house soon. But
Yeah.
that's a whole nother vlog.
I need to apologise because mainly it's been me, the reason that we haven't vlogged. I've been really sick. So to try and like muster up all that energy, it has been really difficult. I've just not had the energy at all, and I've just been throwing up. On that note, some of you already know, some of you might have guessed it in terms of me being sick and quiet and absent from social media, but the reason why is because we're pregnant.
Can you believe it, guys? We're actually pregnant. We've got a little baby Crispy.
A little baby seedling growing inside of me. We found out end of October, beginning of November. That's roughly when we found out.
Roll VT.
What's that there? It's a line. It's 2 lines. I knew I was. I told you. Is it supposed to be that faint?
Yeah, it's faint initially when you do an early test, but like it gets thicker. But as long as you see any line, even if it's fake, that means you definitely are.
Let's have a look at that again. Let me just make sure, because that definitely is a line, and that line went there before.
It definitely is a line. That is a big fat positive. I'm so excited.
I'm pregnant, guys. I'm bloody pregnant.
I felt all the signs. I did.
I told
all
you.
the symptoms.
I can't believe it. I'm actually in shock.
I knew everything. My whole body had changed. Like I knew it. I knew it.
Guys, we actually are pregnant. I can't believe it. Did it to us.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh wow, I'm actually pregnant.
As you can see, P was a little bit emotional. It was such an amazing
Happy
feeling.
tears,
It was
though.
happy
Happy
tears,
tears,
It was
yeah.
such an amazing feeling to find out.
Like both of us were just jumping up and down with so much joy.
Yeah.
Like we danced, we jumped and cried, and I cried some more, and
Yeah, it was just that it solidified it. Like you said, you had those symptoms, and there was all mounting up. You had a bunch of symptoms, so it was like, no, she can't be pregnant. It's just hormones going through changes.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just that. But it's
my
like,
body did not feel right, like from the moment of conception. There were so many things that were going on. My body was changing already so early on. It's amazing how your body meets all these changes like really early on. I can go into it a bit more. I'll make a video of the early signs. We started testing really early on, nothing came up. Or I started testing really on, nothing came up, and I was like, right, I'm gonna leave it. Chris was like, you're going crazy, just leave it. So we looked into it, and it said you need to wait like a certain amount of days, two weeks or something. So 12 days after, we tested together, and that's when we found out. However, I also did several other tests afterwards.
just to be sure,
Yeah,
know.
just to be sure, because like it was like the faintest of lines.
She's like holding it up to the light. She's like, can you see it? And it's like, I can't see it. And it's like, oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah,
But you're
yeah.
never too sure at
Yeah.
the early stages, really.
Even though they say you can't get like a false positive, so if it's got 2 lines, and even if it's like the faintest of lines, that means you are pregnant. I bought three types of patch just to make sure. So like
I said, to be sure.
Yeah, just to be sure. And yeah, I am definitely pregnant. We're still very early on. We hardly had told anyone at that point, apart from like my really close friends and a couple of family members, and that was the hardest part. Like, you're so excited, you just found out.
Yeah, you got to share the news with everyone.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's early on, like anything could happen. Like, we were like buzzing with joy. We've got all these apps on our phone that show you like where the baby is,
yeah,
how
like
it's growing, what size it is, what it's doing.
Is it a jelly bean? Is it a grape? Is it a peppercorn?
A peppercorn, like yeah, that's how it started off. At the point where we thought was roughly like 6-7 weeks, we decided to go and get like a private scan, and so off we went for this scan. Hi.
Hi, so on the way here in the car, she said she was feeling a little bit sick. Now most of the time she's just been heaving, but this time she was actually sick.
So I had to drink a lot of water before I came here, and normally I can't drink anything, can't really eat anything, but I was forcing the water down, and now, like, look at my leggings, and they just wet. I was just sick all over. Oh, it's not good at all.
Yeah, so I should puked pretty much the whole water out. It just washed the outside of my car down.
And the inside.
And the inside.
7 and 1 day. Look.
I can see a little speck there, yeah. Can you see it? Oh yeah.
Really?
Wow.
So that little tiny little thing there is our baby.
Wow.
Let's get a measurement on there.
Wow. That's amazing.
Wow, I didn't think you'd be able to see it.
And there's our little baby there. Can
Wow.
you see it?
Wow. So we've just came out of the scanning place, and we actually saw our little baby.
Yeah, it was tiny. It's
It
like
was tiny.
11 millimeters,
Yeah,
but we actually
it's
seen
really
it.
small.
We've seen its little heartbeat.
And the heartbeat was just pulsating. It was going really strong.
Oh, it was amazing.
It
like,
was.
Just to see it.
I know. And I swore I saw arms and legs on that thing. And I said to the woman, has it got arms yet? And she was like, no. I saw 2 arms, definitely.
Yeah, there was one image where it looked like it was wearing a hat. I think it is definitely wearing a hat.
So far, we are measuring 7 weeks and 3 days.
Yeah.
Which is more or less where we expected to be. So that's all good news. So at least I can relax a little now, knowing that it's going to be a healthy pregnancy. Just excited.
So excited!
As you can see, we were both very excited at that point. Just got our first glimpse of baby, wearing a little hat, me seeing the arms and legs. I swear that midwife, she didn't know what she was seeing. She needed to put like glasses on because I saw arms and legs. How can you have a body without arms and legs?
Or a hat.
Yeah, or a hat. It had a hat, didn't it?
It did have a hat. It was like a little top hat.
Week 5, week 6. Like, I was feeling really nauseous. I was going to the toilet, I was heaving, but I wasn't actually being sick. And then the sickness, like morning sickness, started, and it was so severe.
The joke is they call it morning sickness, but you was being sick morning, afternoon, night. It didn't matter whether it was morning at all. I don't even know where that name came from. But yeah, you was just sick all the time.
All the time. Probably dying to know, like, how far pregnant we are.
Yeah. How far are you?
How far are we, Chris?
We are 16 weeks.
16 weeks pregnant, which is in the 2nd trimester. It's about 3 and a bit months. We had that first scan, that was like a private scan. Then we had a dating scan, that was at the 12-week mark. We're going to have our official dating scan.
Yeah.
So as far as I know, I think I'm at the end of the 11th week. I think tomorrow I'll enter my 12th week. But today they'll tell me, like, officially, like, where I am in the pregnancy. So, and I've not been sick so far. So, well, I was sick this morning when I woke up, but apart from that, I've not been, like, sick on the way here. So
yeah,
I'm just trying to hold my bladder together because I've had a lot of, like, water this morning. We wasn't allowed to film in there, by the way. They just don't allow you to take pictures or to film. We did get a photo. It was lovely, wasn't it? It was really nice seeing the baby. Like, the baby was so active. It was like kicking away, its arms
jumping,
were...
like just like a little jumping bean. So it looked like.
I think it had hiccups.
Yeah, possibly. I just think it was just like ready to, get out and enter the world. But we had to say, chillax. You've got a few more months to go still.
Yeah, but it was nice because the baby's grown so much since we had the last scan. So that was nice to see. It's got a huge head. I don't know whose head it takes after, mine or yours, but it's definitely got a big head. Yeah. It's got a little belly like mine.
A little belly. The belly was big. So after we had the 12-week scan, it was time to break the news and tell more friends and family, our wider circle of people, and it was exciting to be able to tell everyone and share that news and say we're actually pregnant, because everyone that's known us has known we've been together for a long time, and everyone's always been waiting for us to make babies and settle down, you know? When are you gonna slow down on traveling and pop a few kids out?
People were like in disbelief, like, really? You're really pregnant? Cue all the questions in terms of like,
is it a boy or a girl? Which one do you prefer?
is it a boy or a girl?
We don't know that question at this moment in time. No. We hope to find out soon. What would you prefer, boy or a girl?
So I think I would prefer, just because of this sounds really bad, but because of all the morning sickness, like people say, if you're carrying a girl, you're going to be more sick than when you're carrying a boy. So I hope, just for my own sanity really, that it is a girl. And I think if it's a boy and I find out that I've been this sick, like I know this isn't the worst of it. So for me, I think it needs to be a girl for that reason, but I don't really have any preference. Like, I've only really came to this conclusion very recently. I don't really mind.
I think I'm the same, like I wouldn't mind if it was a boy or a girl. At the same time, I think I'm leaning, I think it's a boy, but I've got no idea.
A lot of people say it's
a boy.
So, this is how pregnant, you can't actually see with what I've got on. So I've got a dress on and it goes in at the top here, just at the top of my stomach. So yeah, I've got a little bump. You can already, it's not really, you can't really see it that much in terms of what I'm wearing, but yeah,
definitely
I've got a little bump now. So yeah, it's nice. And they say baby is as big as a mango at this point. A mango!
Yeah, size of a mango, a whole mango.
Yeah, Chris said we should call the baby Mango.
Yeah, I like the name, Mango.
No, not at all. I could never call a child of ours Mango. Mango! Yeah. Mango, come here, Mango!
Mango!
Yeah. We haven't really thought of any names yet, like that's still really young. People ask us about names, we're like, we don't even know the gender yet alone like names.
When we find out the gender, then we can start compiling a list of names, and maybe you guys can help us choose and add some to the list or whatnot, and we'll see.
It might just be called boy or girl.
Yeah.
I've had all things said about labour. People have traumatised me in their comments about labour. Like, I don't think I was actually scared of giving birth. I'm not at that point yet, so like I can't imagine how it's gonna go. Yes, it's gonna be painful, but people have like described it as like the ring of fire, feeling like your insides are being torn apart. People have said like the utmost worst about labour and saying like you most likely are going to need stitches afterwards. You're not going to be able to sit down. Have you ever bought one of those inflatable donut rubber ring things? Put that on your chair because you will not be able to sit down afterwards.
Really?
Yeah, so like that has terrified me. Like, I'm struggling with the morning sickness, and then I think about like labour and everyone's like, oh, it's all right. I'm trying not to dwell on that too much. I don't really do good with like pain, deal well with pain, but yeah.
I think you'll be fine. I think you'll be alright.
Guys would say that though, wouldn't they? Yeah.
Obviously, we know we're pregnant. You know we're pregnant now. And we know life is not going to be the same when you have kids.
It's really hard to imagine like how life is going to be, how this little one's going to change our lives. We are going to continue backpacking, doing up houses, going on holiday, etc, etc. Who do you think the baby's going to look like? I don't know whose genes are stronger.
Yeah, we'll find out certainly.
Yeah, well, we've both got brown eyes, so if it comes out with blue eyes, then
there'll be questions that'll need to be asked.
So we will definitely have brown eyes.
Super official now. P is pregnant. We are pregnant. We are having a baby. So until next time, peeps. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.